are not aware of what's going on. So, one more thing that I wanted to add to this is that, regardless of what, I believe this rule would have been included. Goku's been held accountable because he was the one that reminded Zeno. Zeno had forgotten about the Universal Tournament, guys. Because do not forget, it was Zeno's suggestion for this tournament to happen at the first place. Goku basically went on ahead and reminded Zeno of that tournament. And there's no way that I believe Goku doesn't feel some level of guilt for this. And deep down, I believe he's nervous himself because there's a lot of weight in Goku's shoulders right now, guys. He cannot afford to lose, and Beerus told Goku one thing, that if he considers Zeno his friend, Zeno won't hesitate to blow up Universe 7 and erase Universe 7 if they lose. So that is definitely putting the pressure on Goku, and he tried to get closer to Zeno in episode 78, and there was a very funny moment where Lord Beerus immediately, took Goku out of there and took him back to the place that they're supposed to be. So I'm really excited to see how this whole event is going to pan out. I want to see what is going to happen with Goku and how is he going to work his way around this, because he's going to have a lot of people facing him and looking down on Goku if this tournament goes down this way, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to, because you can't end it like this. If all the universes are destroyed and there's no way to undo the damage, then Super is over in a way, so definitely something is going to happen. But I mostly wanted to address this because a lot of people are getting confused over this, and hopefully I was able to shed some light, like I said, guys, and previously in the video. But let me guys know if you believe that there's something that I either missed or I overlooked. This was kind of a deep discussion, and it had to go deeper to understand where I'm coming from. I hope it was able to make sense, and hopefully some of you guys can correlate with what I'm talking about in this video when it comes to Goku's personality. So I believe Goku was always this way. He's just been exposed too much to that personality and that naivety in Super, and especially right now with this tournament and the fact that Zeno wants to include that certain rule. Maybe Goku should not play around with somebody like Zeno, and I hope that is a lesson learned for Goku from now on, because that was a mistake, and disrespecting Beerus was another great mistake. It felt really selfish on the spot, but I believe Goku had made up his mind, and none would stop him, not even Lord Beerus. It just added that much more to the fact that, what is going on with Goku when he's in front of Lord Beerus and he's disobeying him like that. So, let me guys know how you feel about this overall video and Goku's personality in Super. Do you believe that, it stands truth and they're paying homage to Dragon Ball Z Goku? Or is this a Goku that you don't recognize? Let me know down in the comment section, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and hit the video up with a like, guys. Me making this video doesn't mean, by any far stretch of the imagination of anyone that I'm not excited for the Universal Tournament. This is something that I wanted to address because I know it solely has created a lot of confusion in the community, guys. And like I said, hopefully I was able to make sense, and let me guys know if I did. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, like the video if you did, share the video so that more fans of Super can get to see my channel. I am so excited to
Hey gals and girls, like I do every week here on Geekdom 101, we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super Episode 79. I'm giving you guys my preview of Super Episode 79 and predictions. We're going to go frame by frame and kind of break down, what I think is going to happen. And of course, definitely give me your thoughts down below in the comments. But before I begin that, I want to real quickly talk about the thumbnail that was part of this video, which is this one right here. This was designed by my buddy, everybody's friend, Sean Anime Art. Here he is on Twitter. His commissions are open now. If you want custom artwork, This guy will draw you whatever you want. You can print it out. You can have it blown up into a poster. The dude is ridiculously talented. And for the month of February, and maybe even March, right here on Geekdom 101, I've decided to promote a lot of artists in our community. And Ashan's one I've worked with a lot. So just so you guys know, hit him up. I'm going to leave a link to his Twitter down below. Ashan is amazing. Look at how awesome this is. And he'll do really good work for you. Really good. So, Dragon Ball Super Episode 79. Careful for spoilers of 78. If you have not seen Dragon Ball Super Episode 78, you need to absolutely watch it for, well, yeah, you do need to watch it because the beginning, there's going to be a fight in Episode 79, and the beginning of the fight is in 78. So, let's go ahead and go through it here. So now you know the spoilers are here. They're coming. Or not spoilers, but spoilers for 78, not 79. Because I don't really know what's going to happen in 79, but we're going to predict it anyways. Let's get to it here. Of course, Boo and Basil were fighting at the end of episode 78. And and one more thing before I start. Well, actually, let me just start and we'll go through. Why not? We'll talk about it as we go through. Alright, first shot here looks a little bit weird with the animation, but remember, not every frame can be perfect. We are going frame by frame here. Basil is going to be fighting Majin Buu. Now, what I was going to say about Basil is that his Japanese pronunciation is Basiru, or, Basil. But because his pun is based on the herb basil, I think when Funimation dubs it, they're probably going to call him Basil. So I'm just going to go with Basil because it actually fits with the character and with the pun. And he's going to be fighting Boo. And of course, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you know how durable Boo is, and it's not going to be that easy. But we'll go through here. So he's coming in. Boo's still laid out. He nails Boo with this nice kick to the back. Of course, and look at how chill he is, like with his arms crossed. We found out in the last episode and with some of the spoilers that have been out that Basil is really good with kicks, and here he is pummeling Majin Buu. And we have the Universe 9 God and Kai, smiling and being shocked that I'm proposing it's going to be because of how well Basil is doing. That Basil kick attack are super strong. So, yeah, this guy is Basil's not a jabroni. He's, at least not from what I'm seeing. If Boo's going to beat him, it ain't going to be easy. But I have some ideas about how he's going to do it, so let's keep going. Yeah, I love this shot right here of Basil just howling with laughter. I'm thinking what's going to end up happening with a lot, like a lot of Majin Buu fights, is that Boo's going to end up getting beat up for at least the first half of this episode. And then I think they're going to go to commercial break. And then when we come back from break, I think that business is going to pick up. You see what I'm saying? I really think so. There, Goku's like, here, let me cheer on Boo here. That's what I think he's saying. This is actually Gohan. You can tell this is Gohan. I don't know. Just something about the way his head is shaped. This is Gohan here looking serious. Now, here we have Ki Blast being shot at Basil. I think this scene is for the second half of the episode where Majin Buu is going to be counterattacking Basil. It's your classic Dragon Ball. I mean, if you've been watching Dragon Ball, and I know most of you have watched this series since you were kids like me, you've seen this before. The enemy or whatever beats up on the good guy, especially someone like Boo who's very durable, and then Boo mounts a comeback. But I think what'll happen is Boo's early attacks are only gonna are not gonna work. I don't think his early attacks will really damage Basil. I think Boo will have to turn up the heat as time goes by. Let's keep going here. Now Basil here, this is interesting. He blasted him, and Basil fired the Ki Blast back with his feet. So not only are his kicks very strong, they're also very fast, and I love the fact that he's using his feet to knock away Ki Blast. That's freaking cool, dude. Goku's over here cheering, so I'm thinking, yeah, something good might happen. And the subtitles there said even Boo is getting pushed back. And here's Boo rolling around, and he's laughing, so he's having a good time here. I think Boo has this fight well in hand. I really believe it. There's Omni King's Eye. Goku says, Boo-san, this isn't just for fun. So pretty much what's going on here is that Boo's just kind of having a good time with this fight. Which again, like every Dragon Ball character has a good time when they fight. But he's having a good time here with this fight. But Goku has to remind him, dude, this is serious business. And right here, it looks like what's happening is that Boo's got his arm around him. And he's just, either he's taunting him or he's saying, hey, let's be friends. Because this might be after the fight ended, but I absolutely love the face that Basil is making here. Like, I really like this dangerous trio, dude. Like, the designs of the characters. I don't know much about them yet, but there's so much potential for some future storylines with these characters. Like, even after this arc is over, I think it would be cool. But let's keep going here. And he's yelling back at him. I don't know what he's saying because we don't know. Daishinkan there looking serious. By the way, guys, those of you who want to know more about animation, I did a video with Anime AJ. I'm going to put the link at the end of this video. It's going to pop up on my screen where we broke down all of the animation behind the scenes. We talked about the storyboards, we talked about the budget. So if you're curious about how Dragon Ball Super is produced, why some episodes look good and why some look great and why some look bad, we have the answers for you. We got exclusive storyboards. Just nobody's talking about this as in-depth as AJ is, and I'm so happy to have him on the channel. So check that out if you're interested. I will leave, like I said, the link when the video's over, but let's keep going here. Show your real strength for the sake of the universe. So right here, they're already tearing up the arena, and I do think that this scene right here of Boo is Boo now, like, I think this scene is Boo saying it's time to fight for real. And those of you who saw Boo fight in the Boo arc, you know how savage he is. He can shoot ki blast with no remorse. He can probably still turn you into candy, even though we haven't seen that move in a while. He can, of course, he's very durable. He can also learn techniques very quickly. He learned the Kamehameha after seeing it once. So, again, this is a character who, he might not be God tier like Beerus and Goku, but he's still very, very dangerous. Let's keep going here. And right there, you see them reacting. He's reacting there. And so it looks like Boo is going to mount the comeback. Gohan with the glasses. It's funny because in my episode review, I was talking about how it's weird that Gohan's wearing glasses because he's a superpowered character. And somebody was like, well, it's meant to make him look smart. Like, I know that, but I'm talking about what's the in-universe reason. That's my question. We shot next on Dragon Ball Super. Universe 6's Basil the Kicker versus Universe 7's Majin Buu. It should have been called Universe 7's Majin Buu the Eater, but that's just me, you know, fantasy booking this thing. But anyways, so pretty much I love this episode title because this episode title is throwback to classic Dragon Ball. You know, because if you remember during the tournament back in Dragon Ball, a lot of the episodes were just called blank versus blank for the Japanese title. So I do like that a lot. That's a long title, yo. And there's Boo just staring. So, see, I think that should be it. Oh, wait. Yeah, we should look at that shot. Yeah, this shot right here, I think, is Basil. I'm not going to overcomplicate this. I think it's just Basil lunging at Boo. That's pretty much what I think. So, and then Boo's like, whoa. Maybe he turned him into candy. Notice that the angle was going right to his mouth. Maybe he did turn Basil into candy. I just don't think he's going to kill Basil. I don't think it's going to happen that way. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments on this upcoming episode. We've got some action. Are you excited to see Majin Buu in action? And I know a lot of you guys are probably asking about Gohan, too, because Gohan's going to be involved in this. My prediction, again, we're doing predictions here. We're having a good time here on Saturday afternoon, or Sunday afternoon, excuse me, Sunday afternoon. Well, at least where I'm at, maybe not where you're at, but anyways, my prediction is that after this episode, episode 80, which is going to be in 2 weeks, I'm predicting that Gohan will be fighting in that episode. I think Gohan is going to be in action in Dragon Ball Super episode 80, and I really hope the storyline is that he's trying to get his sense of fighting back and Goku's coaching him through how to get used to that body again. That's what I'm hoping does happen, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Thank you as always for supporting Geekdom 101. Some real quick plugs here. Like I said, the AJ video's there. Also, tomorrow on Geekdom 101, what I have planned for you guys, I have Herms coming back to review the end of the Cell Saga, as well as the Otherworld Tournament. That was supposed to go up Friday, but the news broke, so I had to push it back. Then, I'm working on, I haven't done it yet, so we'll see what happens, but I got a very special and fun Valentine's Day discussion for all you guys, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thank you so very much. I hope y'all have a great, great day, and thank you for supporting Geekdom 101. As of this recording, I'm not at 200K yet, but I should be by the end of the day if everything goes good. Fingers crossed. I really appreciate your support. I seriously mean that. Thank you. One of the big topics of discussion since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super in July of 2015 has been the animation. There's been great animation, there's been not so good animation, and on this video I thought it'd be a good idea to really look at some of the misconceptions that a lot of people in the fandom have about how Super's produced and how the animation actually is done. Like with anything in Dragon Ball, there's a lot of misconceptions and there's a lot of people out there saying stuff that they misunderstand. So I want to kind of make this a video about just figuring everything out and explain to folks how it actually works. So I can't talk about animation without having this man who's with me right now. I mean, I would be foolish not to. All right, please welcome back to Geekdom 101, the undisputed champion of the earth when it comes to animation, the most knowledgeable animation expert in the fandom, Anime AJ.
I'm so used to your intros now that they kind of don't even phase me anymore. They just sort of like bounce up. Like I'm at like max capacity ego now. Like you filled me up so much every time I've come on. That sounds very.
So
Let me reword that.
We can't exploit the Zenkai ego boost anymore because your body's too used to it.
No, I'm maxed out now.
We're talking about animation misconceptions. Brand new arc beginning in Dragon Ball Super. A lot of people have said, AJ, that all hands are on deck for this one, and I do think there's something to that. I do think Toei really wants this thing to work, so they're going to do the best they can, but that doesn't mean that every episode is going to look like freaking Studio Ghibli. We cannot accept that. So I want to talk about, first and foremost, the production of Dragon Ball Super. One of the things that you and I have talked about off air has been that Toei as a company, not just the Dragon Ball Super staff, but Toei as a whole has been ridiculously swamped with work. Toei seems to be just completely hammered with projects, and that's why sometimes Super does not look as good as maybe it should. So can you elaborate on that?
Sure. So basically, I made a video like, I don't know, 7-8 months ago now that explains sort of why Super had such a shaky start, why there was bad animation quite regularly compared to now. And the reason for that was that, one, they sort of put Super on air too soon. They didn't have enough pre-production time. And I spoke about that in depth about how
it was rushed.
It was very rushed. They had sort of half the time that a normal anime would have prior to being on air. And pre-production is so important because you are making